Dabblers, it's Floz from Couple of Dabblers. I am back with another Flosstube video. So today's video is my monthly update for the whole month of October. If you want to see what I've been up to stitching wise, then keep watching. So I try to say this in almost every video. This is a channel that's run both by myself and my husband, so it's not just a cross-stitching channel. I do mainly cross-stitch or stitching related videos, but my husband JP does wargaming content. He used to focus more on Warhammer, but now he's doing Kings of War, if any of you are interested or know what they are. Together we also do other hobby related videos, but it's mostly just us having fun. This is a channel of us having fun separately and together. It is a pretty weird existence on YouTube, but if you think we're pretty cool or what we're doing is pretty cool, make sure to thumbs up our videos and subscribe to our channel so you can join us on our dabbling journey. I know I look very different right now. I actually came back from a social thing with my friend. You may know from previous videos that I have a friend that's getting married next year. So I actually went out and I guess met up with her in a bridal shop so she could try on some dresses and hear my opinions. And then we went out for dinner. So I didn't dress up just for this video, although it is a pretty good opportunity. So this month actually has a lot of stuff, so I am getting tired because it is towards the end of the night. Today is 30th of October, a Saturday in Melbourne. So I'm hoping to get this quickly done so I can, you know, wash off this makeup and stuff. Oh, and also you might have noticed that I've finally done my hair. If you're wondering, this is the brunette version of rose gold. It's hard to get any lighter color for a person that's got very dark hair, and this is after 7 hours sitting in a hairdresser. I hope you like it. I really like it, but there's a lot of damaged hair at the end, so I'm hoping to chop it off, but all hairdressers are very busy because Victoria is just, you know, I guess liberated for, I don't know, a few days now. So all hairdressers or all kind of service places are busy as hell. So I'm hoping whenever they've got time, they can, you know, help me with my hair situation and cut out the damaged bits. Anyways, so same as usual, if there's any extra information I can provide you links wise, I will put it in the description box. If you're interested in any of the pieces or stores I mentioned, just check it out. You'll find them there. Also, I will divide this video up into chapters as always, because normally, you know, I ramble a lot and there could be some stuff you just want to jump, you know, and you don't really care about. So I'll always do that for you. So I actually forgot to mention in my previous monthly updates, I'm part of the Aussie NZ cross-stitch addict group, and apparently someone had this idea of a Secret Santa this year, I guess because most people were, you know, doing lockdown and are bored as hell and they just wanted to do something nice. So I think this is the first year where this particular group did a Secret Santa, and I decided to join. And apparently there were different price points. So this was, I think this was organized in September, maybe mid or early September. So then by the end of September, whoever wanted to join, each got a name you buy or you gift to via email, and my price tier was $30. So I pride myself in pretty good at finding gifts for people. I thought this was going to be easy because a lot of the time some people will be more vocal than the others, but normally you can find some information in different groups, just see, you know, what they comment on, what they did, maybe what they're working on. Unfortunately, the person I chose was pretty much the quietest person on the universe, because I got the name, I searched all the groups that I was in, and I couldn't see anything that's related to her. So I got some information from the form that we had to fill that, you know, there were quite a few things that she liked. And also apparently her favorite color is red, but I don't know anything else. I don't know what she's working on. I don't know what she plans to do. I don't know what her wish list is. So I had to just, I don't know, go on a whim and look for something that I hope she might like. So this is what I chose. Now you might be wondering, why is this in a pack? This is actually a thread, and I've got the information here. So I got both from Jay's Cross Stitch in Australia. So I got this even weave. It's 32 count hand dyed fabric. I'm sorry about the reflection. I'm not gonna take it out because it's a gift. So I can't remember the dimension, but it's probably a like fat A, so like 17 by 12 inches or something. It's like a very nice, very rich, like beigey color, which I thought should be pretty versatile. I thought about getting a 28 count, but I don't remember seeing anything I like, and also 28 count, a fat 8 is pretty small, so I don't know what could be fit on there. So I decided to go for a 32 count, and this thread is actually a red rouge color, so I'm hoping she might be able to use this one. So in terms of the price, this fabric is $23.95, and this thread, which was I think hand-dyed thread, cotton thread, was $5.95. So together, it was $29.90, pretty much bang on $30, because shipping and handling was not included. So shipping was $4.30. So altogether was $34.20. And obviously, because this is like a nice thing for other people, so it's not part of my hobby budget. But yeah, I probably should have said something in the previous monthly update. So now that I've done this video that included these two gifts for the person, I will ship it soon, hopefully this coming week, because I'm imagining this whole Christmas gift situation will literally paralyze Ozpost. So I'm gonna do mine early, so she'll receive it soonish. Well, it's better than, you know, after Christmas, I guess. And I do not know what I'll get for my Secret Santa, and I'm quite excited. So let's just see how it goes, and I really hope she likes what I picked for her. Okay, now to the actual haul. Oh, actually, before I do the haul, because this month is actually my birthday month, I already had my birthday, which was on 24th, and I already got my own birthday present and the present from JP. So I don't really have much to show you in terms of gifts, but my friend actually bought me a present, and apparently it was in shipping for a long time, but it got to me a few days before my birthday. Now, I don't know whether you've watched my previous video, which was, I guess, an explanation of how I pick why I like what I like, how I determine what to buy, and also my wish list. On there, I originally had this particular kit, and then it got changed to a Heaven and Earth design chart, which was about Paris. If you don't know why there's Paris, go and watch that video. But when my friend asked me what I wanted, I just sent her that wish list with no change, that Paris kit. So she had that picture of this kit included, and she bought me this kit. So it is by Luca-S, and it's Paris in flowers. It's a very nice kit, and that one stitched will represent, you know, the Paris that we visited during our honeymoon, so many years ago now. And it's got all the things here. I think it's on 18 count. Yeah, it's gonna be a big project. It's 47 by 34 centimeters once done on 18 count. And I've never had a Luca-S kit. So apparently they use anchor, and I've never used anchor threads either. So this will be interesting. And when I saw her today, she actually asked me when I would stitch this, and I just had to tell her the truth. I've got a lot of things lined up, so I'm not sure whether I'll stitch this anytime soon, but because it's a gift and I'm sure she would like me to get on with it soonish, so I might somehow push this one forward a little bit. So that's a very nice, you know, little gift that I got. And I'll put it aside. Okay, now to the haul. Now this month's haul is interesting, and I hopefully will tell you in the order of when I bought each thing. Now last month I pretty much used up all my $50 monthly budget. I had 51 cents left or something like that. Now this month I actually went over. It was sort of intentional. So I went almost $50 over, and I'll tell you how that happened. Now I had Mirabilia Stargazer, that chart, on my wish list. So I was like, getting very inspired by Stitchy Mummy, because she dyed her own fabric, and it was like a royal blue color. And I thought, that's nice, because that represents the sky. And I was like, okay, I think I'll need a fabric that's similar in color as well. Galaxy, navy, something like that. So I was looking for a fabric, but I couldn't find a very good one. It's either too dark or, I don't know, too expensive, as in shipping wise, from America, like $40 for shipping, which is ridiculous. So I thought, okay, I will resource in a local dyer maybe. So I contacted Leeny. What's it called? CrafyLeeny. So I told her I wanted a galaxy-esque fabric, and it is a custom size as well. So it's 22 by 15 inch. And I was asking all these fabric things without actually having purchased the chart. So that's how crazy I am. Anyway, so because this is my first time buying a hand-dyed fabric, I've got one from a pouch or subscription I bought once, but this is the actual, like, official first time that I went and purchased a hand-dye fabric, and this is a custom one as well. So I was asking all these maybe newbie questions, and she was very patient and very nice. I think I asked her on a Sunday and she was even replying. So then she told me how much it was going to be, and she would do a test dye to let me know like how everything went, and she would test on even weave and linen. But she told me on linen the color would absorb much better, like on the get-go. So I said okay. So then the test dye revealed that yep, even weave just didn't work, and linen had quite a bit of color. But then she's like, okay, give me this much time, like 3 to 4 weeks once the payment is made, and I'll dye for you. So then I made the payment pretty much straight away, and she was like, I'll dye for you like in a few days. So then she pretty much finished my order within a week, which was crazy since she said like, 3 to 4 weeks. So then I received the parcel. Now, Ozpost kind of screwed up because it took, I want to say 3 weeks to get to me. And I was very scared because it went from Queensland to Sydney, and then I thought, oh my god, what is going on? So then I messaged her, oh, it's in Sydney, and she was just hoping that it's not gonna go all the way back to her again. But I checked the Ozpost one night, like just before I needed to go to sleep, and this would have been like 12:30, and it was here. So I went out in the dark and grabbed my parcel from the mailbox, and I was so happy. And when I opened and saw what was inside, I was literally in shock. So this is my fabric. Obviously it said Florina Custom Fabric Galaxy, and it had a really cute needle minder. Now in my head, I was hoping this would be a bit darker, but in hindsight, I think this color might be better because the darker it is, the harder it is to stitch. And it would require a lot more light, and it might even require a color conversion because the color of the original dress wouldn't show up as well. Then, in the parcel, I also got a freebie. This was 32 count, 15 by 22. Azure Indigo. To me, this looks like a unicorn. It is so pretty. And she even wrote me a note saying, just include this as a freebie. I didn't dye fabrics for money. I dyed it because I like it. Anyways, I was over the moon, and I messaged her like that night saying how grateful I was. And I don't know, like the stitching community is so nice. I don't know whether you could find like a nicer community, to be honest, out there. Anyway, so the price was $39 for this piece of fabric, technically, and $9.60 for shipping and handling. So altogether, it's $48.60 just for this piece of fabric. So this was the first item I bought this month, and that pretty much took away all my budget. And then Haid, Heaven and Earth Design, had a 50% sale. And I did have one chart on there that I really wanted. So then I just got it. So normally it's $19 US a chart, and obviously with the 50% off it's $9.50, and you exchange it to Australian dollars. I paid $13.76, and the chart was, if it loads, Enchanted Manor, artwork by Josephine Wall. This is the one. And I've also talked about it in my previous video as well, saying why I chose it and what I liked about it. You know what? I might just insert a picture here because that picture quality on the iPad is not very good. So yeah. And I was very happy about my purchase, obviously. And then that already got me like $11 in debt. So then I decided, well, it is very unwise to have a fabric for a chart without the chart actually being purchased. So I went ahead, I bit the bullet, and I bought the chart. So I got it. This is the Stargazer. This is my first Mirabilia chart, and it might be my only one, I'm not sure yet, but I'm very excited to have it. And it can go with my beautiful Galaxy fabric. Now this one, I got all these ones from JK's Cross Stitch Supplies, which is where I normally get my stuff. Now I thought, okay, I'm gonna get the chart and I'm gonna pay shipping, which minimum normally is $2.20. So I thought I might as well get a few other gadgets so I don't have to pay shipping again later if I do need them. So I got 2 of these silicone magnet thing. It's technically a fabric holder, so I got 2. I'm just showing you one. I don't know, I think the magnets are not strong enough. It's not holding my fabric very well. I can show you later. Right now, the other one is holding one of my projects. It's just I wish the magnets were stronger, but maybe it's because of the silicone in between. They just don't suck very well. So I bought 2 of these. These are $2.50 each, so 2 is $5. And then I bought 2 satin threads. So for my Teresa Wensler wedding sampler, it calls for anchor marlet, and I was very hesitant getting the anchor marlet pretty much this whole time, because after I looked into it, it was more expensive in Australia anyways. I think it's like at least $3.50 up each skein, and it's also, I think, 4 strands. So overall it's just a lot more expensive if I wanted to get the anchor one. And also I already got, I think, 2 skeins. Yeah, 2 skeins of the DMC Satin threads already. So I thought maybe I'll just replace it. So technically the chart called for 1034 and 872 anchor marlets, but I decided to use S712 and S739 from DMC Satin, and I'm hoping it will work well. And now that I think I've got enough threads, I might start doing the specialty stitches and all those cool little border stuff on the wedding sampler. So then, with this purchase from JK's Cross Stitch Supplies, I spent $37.20. And if you add everything up, I am $49.05 in debt this month, which means when next month rolls up, I will only have 95 cents left. But I got what I really needed for now. And if I were to start anything new, they would all be kits anyways. So technically, I don't have to buy anything to kit up my future projects for several months. And hopefully I can build my monthly budget up again. And this is the end of the haul. I did buy quite a few things. Now, for the stitching part, let me tell you. So this month, I have stitched overall 81 hours. I remember last month, it was in the high 60s. So this month I stitched a lot more. And there was only one day with no stitching, which was 22nd of October. And I think it's a Friday because we just decided to play a game. So only that day I had no stitching time. I'm not going to tell you the shortest amount of stitching, like which day it was or how many days or how long, because this month, every day I had more than 1 hour stitching if I stitched on that day. So the longest I had was 7 hours stitching time, and it was on 16th and 17th of October. I think it's Saturday and Sunday. So I did a lot of stitching this month compared to September. And I did feel a bit too pushed. Like I was kind of, I don't know. It's kind of like I was forcing myself to stitch. So normally I work only one project on a day, but this month I did 2 days working on 2 different projects. Okay. So now let's get into each one. I'll show you the biggest one first, because yeah, otherwise it just takes too much space there. So I have 4 whips, and I've been having 4 whips for a few months now. My ideal whip count should be 3, but because I had one more gift to do, so now it becomes 4. Now I will show you, oh actually, this one. So for now, this is my biggest whip. It is called the Countryside by Max Stitch or Stitch DMC. I bought this as a kit from Amazon. It is made in China. But for now, I haven't found, like if this was a copyright breaching chart, I haven't found the actual chart yet. So I'm just gonna assume this is one of those like rare legit ones. The stitch count was 350 by 262. on 14 count Ada. Overall 46 colors, I think. Yeah, so it's a very fall autumnal one, and I'm happy to report that I have finished the third page. Oh my god. So this is where I'm up to. Technically, third page minus 1 stitch, but I'm just gonna ignore it and shamelessly tell you I finished page 3. Now I literally just stitched more branches and empty space. To be honest, I didn't really enjoy the third page. It was a lot more boring because yeah, like you could see, it's just random branch color and empty space. Up there, there are a bit more reds and orangey tones. And I was really trying hard to finish page 3. So I had to deal with a lot of like the bottom part being very awkward to stitch, and my neck was very sore. So I think moving forward, instead of trying to page finish, I will just, you know, kind of stitch here and then horizontal, and then roll the bar to reveal more fabric to stitch, and then just stitch the next section instead of trying to page finish, because with this setup, trying to get to the end of the page is very difficult. Let me tell you how much I worked on this. I did 15 hours and 20 minutes. So that was 4 days plus 1 half day. And I will show you again and maybe somehow do a comparison up and down, maybe. How's that? Is that alright? So that's where I'm up to in this one. Let me just carefully put it down. And the next one I will show you is neural stem cell electron microscope. It is an Etsy chart. It is a gift for JP whenever I finish it, and I will show you the preview. Oops. So this is the preview. It's literally just a bunch of cells in the black background. Now this is actually a restart. So I originally started this project in March, I think. And I did it on 18 count black Ada. And then I really hated how it went. So I decided to restart it on 25 count. 1/1 for 49 colors and 2/1 for the black, for the borders. So I'll show you how far I went on black. So this is the original black Ada stitching progress. It pops a lot more, but I really hated stitching on this. So then I decided to do it on 25 count. And see, this is one of these silicone magnet thing I bought. Just used it for holding the fabric and also if I need to park my needle somewhere, it can also be used. And I'm happy to tell you that I finished this page as well. This page. And this page is almost there. I think I still have maybe up to here, and that's one page. So I'm almost done with this page too. And I'm just sort of color completing on the other pages. So the colors might have expanded a little bit more. There you go. I think it's pretty cool. The back is very messy because I mainly do cross country. But yeah. I had a love and hate relationship with this page because it is so colorful, and because I'm just using a PDF reader on GoodNotes, so sometimes I was trying to color complete and then I would come back and realize I missed one stitch here, one stitch there, and when you had to just do one stitch and starting a new thread, it's very annoying. So then eventually, when there were just maybe like 50 or so stitches left, it was the most annoying thing ever, trying to complete the page. But I did it. So this one, let me see, what's the sides? It is 130 by 160. My goal is to finish it by Christmas so I can gift it for JP. Now I'm thinking it's getting a little bit more difficult because I still have about 3 pages, maybe less, but I think, yeah, 3 pages. But I'll try. I'll really try. Now, you might not realize just by looking at this one, how colorful it is. And this is the threads that's used on a packle organizer. 50 colors, perfect on a packle organizer. So that's this one. And I'll again, so we could do a progress comparison. I think last time I did, I don't remember, maybe I just had some random color here and the black was a lot more up there. So I completed quite a bit on here. Quite proud. Oh, I forgot to tell you how much I worked on this, huh? Now, because I was really trying hard to complete that page, I worked a lot more on this one this month. I did 35 hours and 10 minutes on this project, and it was 12 full days plus 2 half days. So I really tried on this one, and yeah, like what I said, the last, I don't know, a few dozens of stitches were really hard to complete because it's literally just one stitch there on that damn page. Okay, and then I've got my Victorian Elegance from the gold collection. Now mine was purchased from the Aussie cross stitch stash unload, and it's a US print. You can still find it, just not the US print. It's the Australian. It's the Chinese print. This one has ribbon embroidery on the hat. And once finished, it will be 11 by 15. Anyways, so it's stitched on 28 count mushroom even weave, 3 over 2, sorry, 3 strands over 2, because the threads are quite thin because it's the Dimensions own thread. So I guess you could get away with 3. It's not as bulky as if you were to use 3 strands of from DMC threads. Now I am very proud to say that I finished everything, well, cross stitch and back stitching on her clothes. Ta-da! So bottoms are done. Obviously I've got some beading maybe and French knots, but that's later. So now I'm just working on her hat and her hair, and once the hat's finished I could start doing the embroidery, the fun and challenging stuff. I was very excited when I could work on the lilac? Yeah, this lilac color again. So pretty, so pretty. And from afar it's really like 3D, 3-dimensional. There weren't as many back stitching as it could be, I guess, as the normal dimensions, but there was still quite a bit. And I know a lot of people hate back stitching. Now I don't know whether this will help you, but I got this really skinny needle. Don't even know whether you can see this. From a Bothy thread Christmas card kit. I think they used John James. This must be a very petite needle. It has a very, very small eye. If you could see that at all. Very small. But because the actual needle is very thin, you could get underneath other threads that are already there very easily when you want to end the thread. And also when you're trying to weave around other stitches to backstitch, this one's a lot easier because you can try really hard not to disturb the stitches you already have, and even if you disturb it, it's easy to get out, easy to go in. So maybe get like this kind of needle if you need to backstitch, like really tiny. This one, if you accidentally poke yourself with it, it's gonna draw blood because it's got a very sharp end. But I think because it has sharp end and it's very tiny, it makes backstitching a lot easier. So try this. Although threading is not fun. So it won't help you if you need to backstitch with like 2 threads or something. But yeah. Maybe there's a comparison here and here. I think last time I was already trying to complete the bottom part, but now I did. So yeah, it was a lot more fun going upwards now because there are a lot more colors in the hat. Very proud of that. Now my goal is to hopefully finish this one by this year too. I don't know whether I can do it. Now with the Victorian Elegance, I stitched 18 hours and 15 minutes and 6 days. So yeah, I spent a lot more time on the neural stem cell one, and then the second most is this Victorian Elegance one. And then I'll show you. Teresa Wensler. So Teresa Wensler wedding sampler will be a wedding gift for my friend's wedding next year. And that's the preview. And I'm stitching the normal frame version. The actual stitching looks a lot different than the preview because the colors were a bit more, I don't know, subdued. This is more like, this is darker than the actual stitching. So I was trying to complete this side too. Now I started off stitching this, doing a video, and tried to complete this area in one go. Should I say that was not a mistake, because I did learn quite a bit from doing that, but it wasn't the wisest thing to do. Now what I did with this side was I color complete within this circle, within this square, and then I would find the same symbol here and finish the thread or whatever, or finish one section of this particular symbol and just try to complete the square that way. And that was a lot more relaxing. And also, I guess I wasn't under any time restraint trying to complete this square. So this one had a lot of blank space, so it required a lot more counting. And normally I would count every which way I could just to make sure I'm not making a mistake. So far so good. Now I had someone on Instagram asking me, oh, how can you know, not grid it? I don't know, it's working okay. So far I don't think there was a counting problem with this one. I'm thinking about starting on the satin thread on the corner and maybe the column, the arch too. So then it would have a lot more dimension after I start doing that. Now this is stitched on 32 count platinum Belfast, which was called for by this chart. Yeah, I didn't stitch this one a lot this month because obviously I had other focus. This one I stitched 12 hours and 40 minutes and it was 6 days plus 1 half day. So previously, because I wasn't used to how time consuming it was to do all the color changes and like blends, I only stitched this on the weekend, but this month I also stitched it during the week. Hence, there were quite a few days, but not many hours. So that was quite nice. That means I am getting more used to how this pattern goes. I quite like it. And maybe I'll do a comparison here. I think I completed a lot more of the flowers and leaves here and the arch. And also this is new. So yeah, I did quite a bit. It's this one, and you might have noticed that this month I was just kind of page completing. And just to complete a page, instead of trying to even out, you know, how many hours I work on each one, I kind of just focused on page finish. So the hours I worked on each project varied a lot. And because I had this goal to page finish, I really tried to stitch a lot. And I don't know, in terms of productivity, that was a wise thing, because sometimes I felt like I was working on something for a long time, but I just couldn't see progress. Now, granted that I'm not a very fast stitcher, also my stitches aren't very nice. So it's literally just the speed, not because I am particular with how the threads lay. I also feel like I'm trying to force myself to stitch, as in, not that I don't feel like stitching, but a lot of the time I might have other responsibilities, but I choose to stitch instead and then just leave whatever I also should complete aside. And that made me feel a little bit guilty. So I think this coming month, I will, instead of trying to share the love, I might just focus on the 2 things that I have more possibility of finishing this year. Now it's the Victorian Elegance and also Neurostem Cell. So I think I'll mainly focus on those 2, and once I get a bit tired of them, then I'll go and stitch, you know, the other 2. And also, if I need to do workouts, if I need to do housework, if I need to, you know, go do other things, I will do them instead of really prioritize stitching, because life comes first. And that's how it is being an adult. You always have more responsibility. You can't always do exactly what you hope you can do. You gotta prioritize, I guess. So most likely I won't be stitching as much next month, but I will be more focused on certain things. And hopefully I don't feel as exhausted, because I feel slightly exhausted stitching. Because yeah, I did put myself under pressure a little bit trying to page complete. Although it was good. It's a nice feeling completing something, if not the whole thing. So yeah. Now work is going to be a lot busier in November, and I actually have some health stuff I need to take care of and get investigated, and that's gonna take a lot of my time away. I will talk to you in details maybe in other videos about what's going on, but yeah, this month as well I feel like I had to do a lot more appointments and seeing different health professionals, and that, I don't know, it's like I didn't have to see any doctors for like 2 years, and these few months I feel like I'm seeing one every week, and it made me very tired and annoyed and I don't know, all that stuff. So it's gonna be the same next month, I reckon, and we'll see how it goes. Now Victoria is open and there are a lot more things to do. I've done enough this month, I reckon, in the past few days, because, you know, special occasions. I think I'm just gonna stay put, because I do foresee people going crazy and traveling, and the COVID situation will just get worse. And I just want to do my thing at my own home, being comfortable, and see how everything turns out. And obviously I've spent all my budget for next month, so there's no way I can buy anything. So you might not see any proper hauls for a while. which means the next few monthly updates will be a bit shorter. Now I feel like there are other things I want to talk about, but it's quite late now. What time is it? It is 10:37 at night. No wonder sometimes in this video I couldn't even talk properly. So I think that's my cue of finishing the video, and I hope you've enjoyed it. Is there anything else I want to talk about? I don't know. I think it's quite important to do what you like, make you happy, but also make sure you don't forget your responsibility in life. And make sure you stay healthy, because you gotta stay healthy to do your hobby and enjoy it. And my next video, I don't know, might be a stitch with me. I wanted to do a stitch with me for a while, but just haven't got the right mood and right opportunity yet. So I might do one next month. I wonder whether you guys watched the channel intro video and whether you like it. I don't know, JP had the idea, so he put it together. And we had fun, shall I say, doing the voiceover. I had a lot of trouble though, because I just couldn't stop laughing. Anyways, I'll bid you goodbye here. And if there's anything I might have forgotten to mention regarding any of the projects or any of the things I bought, I'll just put it down in the description box. So make sure you check it out if you're interested. And also I do have an Instagram account. Technically it's our Instagram account, but JP is very bad at doing Instagram. So right now I'm pretty much taking over, and I'll put the handle here. And also if you go to the channel about, there should be a link there to the Instagram account. I don't post very often, but once in a while I'll, check it out and do a post. And I hopefully will get this video ready in the next 2 days or so. And I hope you enjoy your Halloween if you celebrate it. We don't. So yeah, I think tomorrow we'll just put some candies out for the kids if they want to go out and get some candies at all. And that's it. Stay safe, stay happy, enjoy your hobbies, and I'll see you in the next video.